Okie dokie. Hi, Tiffany Connor here. Welcome back to another Knowing You show. I have one of my longtime friends, Sarah Michaels, here today with us. Sarah and I go way back, like at least 12 years, when we started doing partnership work together and year-long program, 3 years in a row with Allison Armstrong, and where we learned a lot about feminine and masculine energies. And Sarah's gift is to help entrepreneurs, like heart-centered, woo-woo coaches, healers, entrepreneurs, really embody their feminine self as they sell. So I thought that there would be some magic and gift that she could bring and be for us today. And she also has an awesome program coming up that I wanted you guys to know about. Hey,
Thank
Sarah.
you. Hi, sweetie. Thank you. I'm so excited. We always have so much fun.
We do.
We always. I'm just sharing it. So I shared it.
Thank you.
Welcome.
So in terms of your specific magic, how do you help is it predominantly feminine, like female entrepreneurs, or can
Like
it?
actually gender women, that were people who identify as women. No, not necessarily. And yet it is the kind of pitfall I'll fall into often because people will map feminine onto woman. You get it. I'm sure you get it too. And when really it's our masculine or feminine sides. That's what, I've really been calling it sides instead of energies and powers lately, sides. And that seems to be helping. And actually, I did a talk with Microsoft not that long ago, and I got a little like sweet pushback at the end about the words, and everyone's very aware of that stuff now. And I said, for years I held back using the word on a marketing level because of just that, because it's not really what I mean, and there's lots of misperceptions. But I decided it was better that I actually talk about this stuff, and we'll worry about the details later. And he's like, good answer. I'm like, thanks. Because that was, you don't love that question at the end of a little talk. Yeah.
So tell us about your program coming up, just so that, those of us who need and want support with sales and enrollment, give us the goods, honey.
Okay, Bubba. Well, it really came from how I had to learn to sell it and market, for that matter, but sell in a way that really both maximized and leveraged my ability to feel connected, because as Tiffany knows, connection is safety to the feminine survival instinct. That's the work we did with Allison Armstrong. And if I can feel connected and I can help you feel connected, and we can have this depth of conversation and depth of connection, then it's actually pretty easy peasy to enroll multi-$1,000 clients. Like, I discovered that really early, but it took me taking a lot of wonderful training and having a lot of wonderful coaches at the beginning, learning what they had to give me, but then massaging it and tweaking it to make it optimize my connection, optimize me being able to feel connected. And if I'm connected, then I'm in my power and I'm not shrinking and I'm not overcompensating and doing like a proving energy. The videos when they're like, you're not listening to me. And I'm just like, oh, that's so nice. It's not going to work. And you're coming across as not so fun. And started doing it and, built my business up. And my first year I did make 80K. I didn't know that how cool that was until like 3 years later when I heard that most coaches never make more than 20 ever.
Really? That's it?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. So I was like, and yeah, and kept that up actually for 8 years and then passed the 6K mark. So I'm a big fan of celebrating 5 figures because I don't think we do nearly enough of that. And that's part of the energy we bring is celebrating where you're at and helping you see and use and develop really at Feminine Sales Power a structure, a masculine structure, which is your sales script that's tailored to you and only you. So then within that, you can flow in your more feminine side and let your intuition and tell you the next question to ask. And Feminine Sales Power. Oh, go ahead.
Ooh,
I see.
I just have to say, like, Sarah is who helped me, gosh, maybe 8 years ago, create some sales scripts that really had me start enrolling, $5,000 clients and up.
Yeah.
And that was like 8 years ago.
Yeah.
So she's got a way to help you like really feel confident and secure with what you're saying and also be in your heart like while you're saying it and having that intuition so that you know like how to speak to them, like how to listen to what their needs are and then cater your enrollment conversation in a way that has them feel heard and say, "Oh yeah, I need you."
Yeah.
And I'm willing to pay you 2,000, 5,000, 10,000, whatever, your package may be. And so she's going to be giving you some great gold in her feminine
Sales Power. You got it.
yes, I almost had it. Feminine Sales Power. It's a 3-day course. Give us the dates on that.
It is starting this Saturday. So the 6th, 7th, and 8th. It's 3 days. And we dive into some real workshop transformation and help you become aware of that, Tiffany and I, the survival instinct, that part
Oh.
of ourselves, when it's just a little bit triggered,
Mhm.
the big expression is easy to tell. The little trigger, not so easy to tell. And you will be a little bit triggered in your sales conversations at some point. Even if they just look the wrong way or say, don't seem to understand a question. So, but
Mhm.
then you go back to that structure of the sales script. You get a little off balance. You have that to support you. You drop back in, you ask really deep questions. You ask the question that no one's ever asked them, which I'm a fan of because they will love you.
Mhm. And
If you do that.
is your course in person or online?
It's virtual. Certainly, it's definitely virtual.
So anybody literally could attend
Yeah,
this weekend. You don't have
absolutely.
to worry about traveling or being in person, and Sarah's even offered you a gift so you can get it at a special price, and I put that up on the screen. So I want you guys to, click there in the chat as well as, type it in whatever you see on the screen, and then you can get a special discounted price because you're getting it through
Yep.
me and our TLC and connection and love that we have for one another and trying to, hook each other's people up
Yeah.
with the best deals possible. What other gold are they going to receive in your course this weekend?
Well, so yeah, we start out with that awareness exercise so you can become aware of that little part of yourself, um, or newly aware. And then we really move into how do you connect with your feminine side? So, how to access it, and then, or how to connect with it, and then how to access it in your sales conversations. We start with how to access it through your words and then into that sales structure. Because what we really are going to focus on your job, there's about 5 sections of the sales conversation that you need to nail. And we're going to focus on your job, your objective in each of those sections more than we're going to necessarily focus on customizing your words. We have a little work with that. But really, in order to drop into your feminine side and really get out of your head with all the chatter of what do I say next and what do I do and blah, 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 you need to understand what you're doing and not just be reading from a script, because if you're disconnected from the script, that's not going to work either. Some of y'all may be there where you have a script, but it's not working, or it doesn't feel good, or it's not getting you the clients you really want it, the perfect clients. So we're going to go into that. And then we're going to talk about how to bring your feminine side and have more of a place for that into your overall business. Because here's the thing, when I say feminine, it will be a balance of masculine and feminine that's going to build your business. But the only models, the only education, even women teaching this, is modeling masculine ways of being, our masculine side 99% of the time. And so what I'm doing in a practical sense of how do you set up a sales conversation, a business model, a business, to give as much space as possible to this feminine side thing of ours, right? All of ours. Otherwise, it's going to be locked out, and the world will celebrate you and applaud you to your grave as it works you to death. And just, you will get applauded all the way to the grave for working yourself to death and creating problems and with your team or your family, or the creating problems that weren't problems before can also happen. New ones. Like sacking, because that ain't it, y'all. We created a whole new problem trying to solve the oil problem.
Yeah. I remember, when it was probably 8-ish years ago, when we had this powwow, because we lived really close to each other in Santa Monica and then also in Long Beach. And we were doing all this training together. We were co-teaching, some programs together, and it was a lot of fun. And then you nailed me on my packages.
Yes, I do remember that very well.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, honey.
I did sell, like, okay, you can have 3 sessions, you can have 7 sessions, but it was the way that it was packaged, where I then started inserting all of my different guided meditations and my healing audios and, my group healing audio programs, and packaging it in a way that it stopped me from being dollars per hour to being valued in an entirely new way. And then I got a higher caliber of clients that started showing up, and it's been, up leveling ever since. So yeah.
That's super cool. Yeah, because we up level the words attracts a whole different caliber of clients. The sales conversations are easier. And and having that package, because you present a picture of value now, like, right, versus a picture of sessions. So you're going to get this amazing value and the lifetime value, too. And not just 3 sessions for a discount. Well, anyway, I won't go into that. Could talk for days. Yeah. In fact, I will be talking for days. In 3 days, I will talk for 3 days and pour into the folks that are joining us at Feminine Sales Power. We have a really good group. I'm really excited to get started.
sparklingresultscoaching.com/FSP for Feminine Sales Power -gift. Because Sarah is giving you a discounted price because you're coming in, through me and my community. So please do take advantage of that. It's this weekend. Sarah, is it recorded? Or do they have to attend live? Can you comment on that?
Here's my stance on that, because I've done this event. This will be the 4th time. I've worked a lot of virtual events since the beginning of all this Michigas. And here's the thing. If you will come for as much of the time as you can and show up, but maybe you need to miss a session or 2, I am sending the replay. I'm not doing just signups to get the replay like later, because we saw that not enough people were actually listening. So that's kind of the skinny. If you can be there some, I'll send you the replay.
Well, that way there's a deeper commitment, there's a deeper presence and listening and availability, and you'll get more out of it.
Yeah, and I'm going to reward you for showing up, right? And you do get it. So if you do miss something, or you do need to watch it again too.
All right. Any final words, darling?
No, no, and then I'm going to say just that, one of the things I like to say, because my approach marries the masculine and the feminine, or because of how this is constructed, I'm going to say the feminine and the masculine. And because the way I go about it, it's really intuitive and it's really deliberate. And that's why it works.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for having me today.
My pleasure. My pleasure. All right. Much love. Bye for now. Sign up.
Sign up. Hit the link. Go sign up.
Yep.